Little Red Riding Hood, a fable for our times. In a quaint village, on the edge of a whispering forest, lived a sweet girl known to all as Little Red Riding Hood. Her grandmother, who lived deep within the woods, had gifted her the beautiful red cloak she wore every day. One sunny morning, her mother had a special task for her. "Little Red, dear, your grandmother isn't feeling well. Please take this basket of fresh bread and berry jam to her. And remember, my child, stay on the path. Do not wander into the woods, and do not speak to strangers." "Yes, mother, I promise to be careful." With a skip in her step and a song in her heart, Little Red Riding Hood set off, the red of her cloak a vibrant splash against the green of the trees. The forest was alive with the sounds of birds and rustling leaves. But Little Red Riding Hood was not alone. A cunning wolf with eyes full of mischief had been watching her. "Good morning, little girl. What a lovely day to be out in the woods. And where are you off to with that delightful basket?" "Good morning, sir. I'm going to visit my grandmother. She's not feeling well, and I'm bringing her some treats." "Ah, how thoughtful. And does your grandmother live far? Perhaps I could accompany you for safety, of course." Little Red Riding Hood, forgetting her mother's warning, felt a flicker of unease but was too polite to refuse. The wolf, seeing his chance, began to weave his web of deceit. "Look at these beautiful flowers. Little one, wouldn't your grandmother love a bouquet? And listen to the birds singing just off the path. Why don't you pick some for her? I'll just continue on this path, and we can meet up later." Tempted by the wolf's words and the allure of the vibrant wildflowers, Little Red Riding Hood stepped off the path, basket in hand, completely unaware of the danger she was in. While Little Red Riding Hood was busy gathering flowers, the swift wolf wasted no time. He arrived at the grandmother's cottage and, with a sly imitation of Little Red's voice, knocked on the door. "Grandmother, it's Little Red Riding Hood. I've brought you some goodies. Lift the latch, dear. I'm too weak to get up." The wolf entered, devoured the grandmother, and then, putting on her nightcap and slipping into her bed, waited for his next victim. Soon after, Little Red Riding Hood arrived, a small bouquet in her hand. "Grandmother, it's me, Little Red Riding Hood. Come in, dear. I'm so glad you're here." Little Red Riding Hood felt a shiver of apprehension as she approached the bed. Her grandmother looked so different. "Oh, grandmother, what big ears you have. The better to hear you with, my dear. And grandmother, what big eyes you have. The better to see you with, my dear. But grandmother, what big teeth you have. The better to eat you with, my dear." The wolf lunged, and Little Red Riding Hood screamed, her cries echoing through the forest. Fortunately, a kind woodsman was passing by. Hearing Little Red Riding Hood's terrified screams, he rushed into the cottage. "You villainous beast, release them at once." The woodsman quickly dispatched the wolf, freeing both grandmother and Little Red Riding Hood from the wolf's belly. Shaken but safe, Little Red Riding Hood hugged her grandmother tightly. "Little Red Riding Hood, you must always listen to your mother. Never stray from the path, and never speak to strangers. The forest can be a dangerous place for those who are not careful. I understand. I will never forget this lesson." From that day forward, Little Red Riding Hood always remembered her mother's warnings and the woodsman's wise words. She learned that appearances can be deceiving, and that obedience and caution are vital for safety. The fable of Little Red Riding Hood teaches us several important lessons. 1. Obey your elders. 2. Beware of strangers. And 3. Stay on the right path. In a world full of both beauty and peril, wisdom and caution are your best companions. Always be aware of your surroundings